Hey YouTubers, I just replaced the rear shocks on my 07 F-150. These ones I'm assuming are the stock ones. They look like they'd be stock. Wasn't sure if I needed to replace them. I've heard a lot of good stuff about the Bilsteins, but pushing this down, not a lot of resistance. I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, but look how long that's taken to return. That would be one heck of a long bump. Oh, sorry, people with loud vehicles. One heck of a long bump to get that to return and actually get some rebound off of it. Almost there. So what, like 10 seconds now, 12 seconds. This one's a little bit better. I'm not going to demonstrate that for you, but super easy. Maybe took me a half hour total with getting tools together, getting everything in order. So yeah, install the Bilstein. I think they're the 5100s. Sorry for the video, using my phone. Boot goes down. When I did the install, this truck's from Canada. This has a lot of corrosion on it in many places. Those fasteners that hold these shocks on top and bottom were not corroded at all. Pretty amazing quality from Ford. Not too impressed with a lot of the other fasteners, but those are amazing. These shocks are extremely hard to compress. I weigh about 240, and it took some really good effort and downforce to get these to compress. Might be able to, no light, I'm sorry. Anyway, there's that one. They recommend that you when you replace them, that you do install the top first and then slide the bottom in. I couldn't do that. I was not man enough. I had to install the bottom, and then I could pull down the top of the shock easier than I could push up on the bottom. Plasti dipped the emblems on the truck. It looks like it's peeling and ready for another coat. Anyways, I had a little bit of rear end hop on my truck after or before installing the new shocks. That rear end hop went away completely. Washboards, if you're not familiar with those are bumps from vehicles spinning out on dirt roads and then the tire catching, and it causes the tire to make a little rut, and then so the next vehicle goes over that and hits that one and then creates a second rut, so on and so forth. Washboards now with this thing, it's like a dream. I'm gonna get the Bilstein 5100s for the front end. They're adjustable shock, and I never was aware of them. I put a leveling spacer on the front of the truck, 1.5 inches, to make it so it looked level. That spacer will go away, and I will be installing the 5100 leveling shock inside the coil spring on the front of it. I'll be adjusting it up to the 1.5 inches. I guess the benefit of that is that you do not get the severe geometry angles on your upper and lower control arms. And it allows you to have more articulation in the front end, so you have more travel, more downward travel and more upward travel. And as you can see, it's not too steep of an angle there, but it's a pretty rough ride on the front end. Just did weekend before last a 5-hour back road trip from Clarkston, Washington. Noisy cars. Cool car though. Looks like a VR6 Jetta. From Clarkston, Washington to Joseph and Enterprise, Oregon on the old wagon trail. It's a heck of a long drive considering that takes 2.5 hours on the pavement. Can't see too many here, but a little bit of cowboy pinstriping. That's what we call scratches, or I call scratches. Anyways, truck was rough, really rough. I hadn't put in the new shocks on the back end. New shocks are in. Begging my wife to let me get the front ones. They're a bit more expensive, but our anniversary is coming in a couple of weeks, so I don't think that I would be the most popular guy in the world if I spent a couple $100 on new shocks right now. So, to be continued. Love them. I need to do an update on my V4 Supernova headlights. They're great. I enjoy the heck out of them. And I need to also give you guys an update on that S&B intake that I installed. Oh, the Mazama tires that are on my truck, courtesy of Les Schwab's. Update on that. So they took my Toyo ATs off my truck. I was having problems with them. They couldn't get them to balance out. After talking to Toyo and a rep from them, what had happened was that they installed a too narrow of a tire on the rim. It's a 10-inch wide rim. They installed a 275 width tire, which is a 9.5-inch wide tire. And what happens, I guess, or can happen, some people can go the lifetime of the tire without any problems. My tires, 2 of them went out of round, and so they deformed, basically had oblong shape to them. Couldn't notice it looking at them, couldn't notice it balancing them. But my local Les Schwab's had installed those tires. Long story, I ended up falling out with them over some work that they did. I went across the river to Idaho, to Lewiston's Les Schwab, and they, after trying to balance out these tires, I don't know, between 6 to 10 times, spending a couple days with my truck in their shop, tearing it all apart, looking for bad upper and lower control arms, ball joints, yada yada yada. They put on these new tires for me. There's one video already that I've showed you of those tires when I was off-roading. Cost me out of pocket. These are the most expensive tire that Les Schwab has. Out of pocket expense for me on these tires was $360, give or take a few pennies. Considering they're like $2,000, I was pretty happy. Very thankful for the local Les Schwab's, very thankful to be taken care of. And I'm happy with the tires. I don't like a no-name tire, but they're made by a very reputable tire manufacturer. I don't know his name, they're out of Taiwan, but I believe he makes tires or engineers tires for, I want to say Nido, and I don't know what else, so I'm not going to say something and have to stick my foot in my mouth. But anyways, new shocks, bad shocks, new ones are on the truck. Love it. Super happy guy. We've got our 2 rescue dogs. That's Archer. He thinks that there's things in the grass. I don't know what he was exposed to as a puppy, but you can see him there. And then that's Turtle. So Archer, we're not sure what kind of dog he is. Turtle's a Australian Kelpie. She's a herding dog. Both rescues. And Turtle. They're great dogs. Anyways, thanks everybody. Appreciate it. I'll try to get you updated videos for the V4 Supernovas and for, we'll wait and maybe do like a 2,000 mile review on the Bilstein shocks. Like and subscribe, and beautiful sunset going on in Eastern Washington right now. It's bedtime. I gotta get up and exercise and get to work. So thanks everyone. See you later.